Hey, thanks for tuning in to the Sprocket Walker channel. Earlier today, I posted a video that talked about a cassette tape that I came across that when I played it, it revealed a plan to create an underground amusement park here in Salt Lake City. It was fascinating to me, but equally as fascinating was the way that I came across this cassette tape. And I had some requests from some friends that asked me to kind of go into this a little bit in more detail because they knew a little bit about what had happened to come across this. It's kind of crazy. So that's what this second video is. It's kind of how this thing came to light, and it's kind of a crazy story. So let's go ahead and dive in and go down the rabbit hole. My love for exploring really started with hiking the Wasatch Mountains. And it was this book, Hiking the Wasatch, that got me started in exploring caves and mines. I was amazed just to see how many mines and tunnels interconnected all through the Wasatch Mountains. These tunnels were like the mines of Moria, leading from one side of the mountain to the other. In researching the passageways, I uncovered some information that led me to believe there was an entrance to this network of mines beneath the Cottonwood Mall in Holiday, Utah, a suburb of Salt Lake City. The mall, built in 1962, partially incorporated the foundation of a pre-existing mining station. However, by early 2007, the mall was nearly vacant and scheduled for demolition. I knew I had to act fast if I was going to find the elusive mine entrance before the building was demolished. That brings us to August 25th, 2007, Exploration Day. An acquaintance helped me get in touch with somebody at the mall who agreed to let me have access to the basement. I was warned not to touch any of the insulation or pipes due to the high asbestos hazards. The employee was eager to come along and see what was down there for himself. He'd been a long-time employee with the mall, fairly high up, and had never even seen the basement. Although he said there had been some contractor activity down there in the 80s for a few months. Turns out he was very useful at locating and providing some keys to help us to get past some of the locked partitions throughout the basement complex. Although the mall above still had power, every electrical switch and power box looked like it had been disabled for decades. At the farthest point in the complex, we came to a large room with a desk and filing cabinet. At last, I had found the access tunnel to the mine. This is what I came for. I couldn't believe it. Like so many other mine entrances, the access had been sealed off years ago, probably when the mall was built. The weight of the jacket surprised me. It was really heavy. Is that soap? So strange. There were cobwebs and mouse turds on everything. This book about Howard Hughes was odd. I knew he had earned his fortune from the mining industry, and later I found out the Howard Hughes Company was one of the buyers wanting to buy the land that the Cottonwood Mall was on. This thing is like a rotting time capsule. Nice. A VHS camcorder for $1,200. An Apple II computer and monochrome monitor for $900. It's like somebody's personal journal. Why would anybody leave that? A postcard? Yeah, this tape cassette really caught my attention. There was nothing but Russian on one side of the cassette, but I was not prepared for what I heard on the other side. If you've seen my other video, you already know what's coming.
Last year, a remarkable discovery was made deep within the Wasatch Front. A cavern as wide as a football field and over 5 stories high. This natural wonder is one of the most miraculous discoveries in the West. But what makes it incredibly unique is a series of mysterious tunnels snaking through the mountain, interconnecting with the cavern. These tunnels descend from breathtaking heights, plunging and encircling the mountain for over 6½ miles.
The Wasatch Cavern.
Fluorescent blue waterfalls cascade down to an underground river, roaring through tunnels, disappearing into seemingly solid walls of granite.
The Wasatch Cavern.
Soon, you can experience this magnificent natural wonder in a way you never dreamed possible.
The Wasatch Cavern.
An experience you'll never forget. There is no other place like it. A spectacular cavern deep within the Wasatch Front.
The Wasatch Cavern.
A small city of restaurants and unusual stores will populate this natural wonder. Catwalks leading from one store to the next will appear to hang suspended in midair.
The Wasatch Cavern.
Elevators with completely transparent floors, walls, and ceilings will travel vertically and horizontally.
The Wasatch Cavern.
You'll find remarkable rides, such as the Shaft, an incredible lift that will take you up 1,000 feet through an old mine shaft, and then under glittering mineral waterfalls, over a raging underground river, and past ancient ruins and petroglyphs. A magnificent amusement experience like no other. Deep within the Wasatch Front, Salt Lake will have the largest, most phenomenal ride in the world.
The Wasatch Cavern.
Snaking through 6½ miles of mysterious interconnecting tunnels will be a most advanced hydro-speed track. You'll accelerate through the mountain at speeds of up to 60 miles per hour. Impossible hairpin turns, a double-loop miner's delight, and at a last moment, plunged into utter darkness.
The Wasatch Cavern.
Time and again, this spectacular ride will flash through a monstrous cavern the size of a football field and over 5 stories high.
The Wasatch Cavern.
You'll thrill to a small city within the cavern, offering restaurants, unusual stores and shops, and a remarkable gravity room that defies explanation.
The Wasatch Cavern.
A fantastic amusement experience just moments away from the Salt Lake Valley.
The Wasatch Cavern.
And now you know the whole story. I tried to get back into the mall a short time later, but the entire place was sealed for asbestos removal. And then almost overnight, it seemed the place was leveled and plowed over, almost as if nothing had ever been there. Hey, if you enjoyed today's video, leave me a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Also, consider sharing this video with somebody you think would enjoy a great story. As always, this is Sprocket Walker. I'll see you again soon.